Shalom. Call hello, Yahweh by Shalom Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops, salutations to all my fellow laborers, doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathens that look like those heathens. And to the Aquath that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And the inspiration behind this video is from over a text that I got of Jeremy Vasquez speaking on what happened to the Epstein list. And I just found it funny that when I put in that P word, you know, that bad thing that happens with children that they're trying to normalize. When I put that into the search engine on TikTok trying to find a video, it told me, it gave me a warning that if I proceeded further, there could be dire consequences. I can get in trouble. So I was like, damn. And I even put it in the form of a question, not in the form of, in the form of speaking, someone speaking negatively against it. All right, coming against it. It still gave me the same warning. I'm like, damn. So what it is they really don't want you searching it stuff. So I tried to put it on YouTube, and instead of Jeremy Vasquez speaking popped up, well, these popped up. So this is just going to be the backdrop. But let me go to Obadiah real quick. This won't be a long video. I got to travel to make it way up north. And I'll be teaching all day, and then I'll be hooking up with the brothers, Yahweh Ratazan, doing the work. So Saturdays is like that. But this is Obadiah 1 and 6. And it reads, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All right. And one of the main ways is through the unicorn. All right. Through the scriptures being the number one way. And then linking that up with the unicorn, which is written in the scriptures, which is prophesied. I'm on the unicorn as I speak. And these things were prophesied that he would be exposed, that he would be made bare. I believe that's Jeremiah 49 and 10. And he's definitely being made bare. All right. And he's turning things upside down to try to normalize things. But he's only digging a pit for himself. This is Isaiah 29 and 16. And it reads, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? All right. So, we live in a society where, where good is being made evil and evil is being made good. When you speak against certain things, because it's funny how they put that warning up for the P word, but at the same time, they allow, men, dressed, in strange apparel to read and shake dance and G-strings with they, genitals falling out and their butt cheeks out and clapping their cheeks and gyrating before little children and reading stories. And in public at parades, in public places where little children are present. They don't have and so they really are trying to normalize this thing. So let me play this short clip from Mr. Vasquez, Brother Vasquez here. And it makes sense because he gave an interesting perspective that I never really thought about before. So let me try to go back out and let me get the sound, get it right. And then let's let it play because it's pretty powerful. I'll probably let it play twice. It's literally like 60 seconds long or less. But here we go.
What happened to the Epstein client list? Like you guys hear Epstein and you think of like memes and shit. Like it's funny. It's not fucking funny. People's lives were ruined. People are leveraged and compromised over that situation. That was an intentional thing to compromise all the power players in the entire society to do what these people want. Hey, rich white dude fucking rolls up to you in Las Vegas and says, hey man, you want to take my plane? I got my own island. You're fucking going. And not only are you going, you're going to go have a good fucking time. And you get there, and there's a bunch of young women there serving you drinks, maybe with their tops off or some shit. And you think they're like 25 and they're fucking 15. And they got you on film fucking chilling, right? They record everything that happens in every single... Why would they have cameras in every single room of every single building that this man owned? Okay, and then ask yourself, why are they normalizing pedophilia? The UN just came out this week and said that minors have the right to consent with adults for sex. And we're not talking about 17-year-old kids with an 18-year-old kid. We're talking about fucking kids. We're not talking about late teenagers like you all think they're talking about. This is not what they're talking about. You have to ask yourself, why would they try to normalize this? And the only reason that I could think they would try to normalize this is because there's a whole bunch of people who are fucking guilty. And if they normalize it, then the people who are guilty didn't technically do anything wrong because it's dropping the bucket, right? That was a different time. It might have been wrong then, but now we all accept it. That's my opinion of why it's starting to be so sexualized and sexualization is so normalized, okay? And these people understand that once people understand what I'm trying to explain to them, they will literally end up at the end of a fucking rope or a wood chip. So do not underestimate what they're willing to do to maintain power, because they understand that it's their fucking ass if they don't.
Right. So that's just it. If you normalize it, then, everything will be okay. The people who willfully did this and the people who may have been victims, because it is kind of a setup. The super rich guy say, hey, you chilling with him at the crap table, at the blackjack table, $1,000 pop table, the big high rollers. You say, hey man, hey, look, I got my own island, man. Hey, you want to come hang out with me and we party a little bit, and you go to this island and you see all these, it's just like he said. And everyone thinks they're hanging out with the cool, they're being seen, but it's all a setup. All right. And then all of a sudden, all this is on tape. So now you have to do whatever they want you to do and push that agenda. I could clearly see how this could be the case. Not saying that it is, but we know that this sort of thing can and has been done. All right. But it doesn't matter, because of all these wicked plans, it's all you just, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get it. I said it. Let me get it. This is Jeremiah 49. Yeah, that video was heavy, man. It's Jeremiah 49:10. And it reads, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So, at this point, the nation of Edom is exposed, man. And the Lord is removing that covering from them. That's why so many of them are getting caught up. And the sad thing, for them, is that a lot of Edom is being screwed over by Edom. The people on the bottom within the Edomite world are getting effed over by their own people, man. Especially the Amalekites. Amalek don't give a damn. All right? They really are messing over the rest of their own people. Why? Because, these chemicals and the water and the food and air quality, their own people are becoming a victim of that stuff too. Like the scripture says, he who was evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? All right? Now let me go to 2nd Ezra. All right. 4th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 28. And it reads, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come, and it's well on its way. You best believe it. If that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good? But for the grain of evil seed hath been sown in the heart of Adam as from the beginning, and how much ungodliness have it brought up unto this time? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of the threshing come? The threshing. All right. Yahushua, he said he's coming back with a sword. All right. it said that there's going to be slain from one end of the earth to the other, a kill zone. All right. So you know what? I pulled up a short video. Okay. Of what happened in an ambush. Well, you know, because Esau never keepeth at home. You know, he always in somebody else's, you know, shit, getting his soldiers, his, you know, military men destroyed for nothing. All right. But let me, you know, this was a New York Times story. So let me, although it you know, it's news, it should be, but I'm gonna read the copyright statute anyway, just to be on the safe side. So let's proclaim the copyright statute. This is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal tips to balance in the favor of fair use. So now that we got that technicality out of the way, this is an actual story that happened to some soldiers. One of them was a Jake, all right, and the cowards that were with them that left them hanging, all right, because this was some cowardly acts on both the on all the parties that left these three men hanging. But here we go.
They're quickly ambushed by militants loyal to Islamic State. Footage of that fight shows that 2 American vehicles are separated from the convoy. The others had fled or were hit.
Like 5 of them.
We see
they
7
fled.
soldiers taking cover. The attackers are somewhere in this area. An American soldier, we believe to be Staff Sergeant Jeremiah Johnson, wearing a helmet camera, enters the white vehicle and drives it a short distance. He steps out and begins firing towards the tree line. Then he runs for cover behind the white vehicle, and the video cuts to a new scene. Next,
now Johnson and his 4 soldiers are gone. So either they were cowards or these guys were very stupid and kind of slow. All right, it was one or the other. I'm leaning toward the first one, that the all the guys in a well, at least the guy driving was a coward. All right, because they left they brothers in arms.
we only see the black car and 3 soldiers, Staff Sergeants Johnson, Wright, and Black. The white car has disappeared, and we don't know how much time has elapsed. Wright drives the car toward the mark of a red smoke grenade. The smoke could be to mask their movements from the militants, or to mark their position for supporting units. Johnson, taking cover at the rear, fires toward the tree line. After they've reached the smoke, there's a cut in the video.
Now my question is, why didn't they just drive speed away? Why didn't they just hop in the vehicle, aim their weapons out the windows, and just fire at the enemy as they speed away to catch up to the other ones? The other guys drove off.
In the next scene, the red smoke has cleared. The car begins to move again when Johnson and Black fall. Black is unresponsive. Johnson regains his footing. He moves forward and starts searching. It could be for support or for the enemy. Wright then drags Black to cover behind the car. He aims back towards the tree line. The scene ends. The militants are closing in. We don't know how much time has passed here, but Wright changes his direction of fire. He and Johnson begin running without covering each other. This suggests they're about to be overrun. The situation is too desperate. There are more edits to the video, but we're able to map their final steps. Johnson is seriously wounded and falls, but then moves about another 40 feet. Militant fire seems to be coming from this area. Wright stops running and shoots. A short time later, 2 armed militants appear on screen. Johnson appears to be unconscious. Still, he's shot by the militants at close range. Staff Sergeant Wright dies just feet away.
So basically what happened is these guys got caught in the kill zone. And Yahushua is about to catch all of Idumea and all of the world in the kill zone. There's no way out of what's about to happen. There's literally no way out. All right. This is Isaiah 33:1, and it says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dwelt not treacherously with thee. For when thou shalt cease to be spoiled, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." So no matter what you do to me, no matter what you do to any of the Akim, or what you attempt to do, all right, once you get your digital thing going, and you force what you're gonna force upon the people, and once you begin to put your hands on the prophets, it's over. All right, you have a line that you will not pass. All right, as simple as that. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Bakakwadash, Wa Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharala.